one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, for those who want to, let us pray for mercy and forgiveness and the return of those who have left us.
As to the instantaneous disappearance of 2% of the world's population, your conclusion as to what happened, some 140 million souls, is, I don't know.
No matter what we suffered, we are still alive.
It's gonna be okay.
How's it gonna be okay?
Please come home. Please come home.
She's not coming back. None of them are.
It wasn't the rapture. They were no better than us.
What you're doing is not making things better. We want them to remember something they want to forget.
They are trying to provoke us.
We can never be weak.
For whoever is joined with all the living, there is hope.
Do you know where my family went? Do you know what it was?
It was a test for what comes now.
Nord Stream wybrał to miejsce ze względu na złoża piasków bitumicznych. Wasza dolina, wasza decyzja. Liczymy na współpracę. Może ci się nie podobać, co robimy, ale nic nam nie zrobisz. Tej dziury nie stać na nią. Komendant ma przyjaciół? Spierdalaj. Nie ma go od północy. Dokończ robotę.
Oslo politikammer, hva kan hjelpe med?
This is Jack. Let me speak to the chief of police.
Unofficial observations seem to be pointing in the same direction. That individuals from the past appear...
Historisk morderløs i hovedstaden!
An unregistered time migrant with a razor-like object.
Skal du begynne å jobbe igjen?
Ja. Hei, sier Kyter. Herra konungen.
Heter du madre, jeg heter Vera.
Jeg er Olav Haraldsson.
Meg om vi tar flokka selfies.
Vi kaller det som Kinach.
Må skjerve om spådommene nå.
Og så helt at så dotter enske sebevæg fyller at jeg ikke man penner vinkeljaft.
Hei, Asud.
What's the deal? Is he some copycat? Oh no. Be scared. Are you saying that Jack the Ripper is here in Oslo?
Trina gjør at vitningen har vært i kårsen inn i dag.
Where is your kona?
I'm a fighter, not a thinker.
Jeg vil ikke virke som en idiot, men hvem faen er Jack the Ripper?
Jeg kan prøve å forklare på veien.
Robota Rosjan. Nie wygląda na wypadek. Musimy przeciwstawić się anarchii. Kto to? Znam tę. Nigdy tego nie widziałeś. Pan jest bardzo wścibski. Co mi do tego? Dowiedz się, czego chce. Wiesz, czego chce. Nie wiesz, z kim zadzierasz.
Babilon Berlin w HBO.
When you are with yourself all the time, it feels like you no longer exist. But there's this little part of you that's insistent that you remember all the pain and the sadness and all that you have lost.
I'm a lucky man.
Daniel Holden confessed to killing Hannah. The sentence was vacated on a DNA technicality, which sure as hell does not make him an innocent man.
Now that I'm here in this world, don't have it figured out yet.
It will be glorious, Daniel.
Did you have feelings for him, Tony?
There are people around here, Mom, who want to see Daniel dead.
It's time to join the human race in all its permutations.
Then tell me how we make this right, Daniel. How we exist as a family now.
You're the most reluctant, innocent man I've ever seen.
Did you kill Hannah Dean?
If I say I did, will you let me go this time?
I don't know where you're going or what you're going to do, but I will never reach out to you again.
So Daniel just leaves town now?
As a convicted murderer, I'm gonna give it my best shot.
I know you will.
We're trying to get this house in order. I'm your new roommate. You good with that?
Take my past and take my sin.
I'm Daniel. I was in prison, and I don't know many people out here.
Hello, Daniel.
Like an empty sail takes the wind and tell me something.
You don't need a husband. You need a saint.
And here.
Are you gonna stay here? And Polly, for good?
I don't know.
Are you listening to yourself?
As much as you're listening to yourself.
Your client pled guilty. Daniel pled guilty because he was too afraid of going back to prison.
I honestly can't say that I didn't kill her.
You don't know half as much as you think you do.
One shot, one kill.
You've got to decide, after all that suffering, after all that punishment, whether you deserve a life or not.
I didn't think it would end this way.
Rectify, the final season, premieres Wednesday, October 26th at 10, only on Sundance TV.
By the way, I'm 47, I'm divorced, I live with my sister, who's a recovering heroin addict. I've 2 grown-up children, one dead, one who doesn't speak to me, and a grandson.
Why? Why didn't he speak to you?
It's complicated, let's talk about you.
How would you like to make £500,000? You're talking about kidnapping. I'm not happy with this new fella. He comes recommended. He keeps looking at me funny. I'll give him a break. Been inside 8 years.
Tommy Lee Royce is out of prison? Yeah. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want to upset you.
Becky, my daughter, died just after Ryan was born.
You're gonna read me a story, lad?
I just want 5 minutes to myself. Write a big article about why so much of it goes on round here.
So much.
Drugs. Wasted lives. This valley's awash with every kind of crap you can get your hands on.
I think we do very well, all things considered.
What does that mean? Given how little and dull and ordinary we are.
I'm terrified if Ryan's like him in any way, shape or form, which is bound to be, isn't it? No, you're right, ignoring it won't make it go away, will it?
Granny?
Yes, Jack?
Is that Richard my granddad?
I'm not his granddad.
Except you know you are.
I'm your dad. You're my son.
He's there to remind her every day. That's why she...
That is not his fault.
Are you all right?
I'm just
My daughter's been kidnapped.
weighing up the pros and cons of what it'd mean to take the law into your own hands.
You're a dark girl, you. You're not going to actively seek him out.
Oh, yeah.
Let me guess. Sales engineer, making cold calls.
I'm not in the mood.
Pitching from a brochure.
Why don't you go blow dry your hair some more?
Reverse engineer an IBM PC with me. I want to build a computer that nobody else has the balls to build.
Are you out of your mind? Calm down. Apple, IBM, they have the market sewn up.
There's a project I want to discuss with you.
I don't think I'm ready for the IBM dress code.
I don't work for IBM.
Worst case scenario, IBM sues us into the ground.
Please tell me that you didn't buy all this?
If it goes wrong, I'm a college dropout repairing VCRs for $3.25 an hour.
IBM is going to liquidate this company because two idiots decided to rip off their flagship product.
Don't you realize what you're risking?
This is what I want to do with my life.
Yes, but don't you realize what you have now?
Well, it's not enough.
You listen to me, boy.
Don't screw this up, because ain't nobody gonna be able to find where you're buried.
I was brought up to believe that the things we built were the singular contributions to computers that history would remember. For a long time, it was true.
How the hell did IBM find out about this?
I saw it. The future. The reason we're here in the first place. But now, it's our turn.
DOJ inquiry to the shooting death of Thomas Francis Buckley. Would you like to make a statement?
He pulled first. I shot him. I'm going to reassign you. They need manpower in the Eastern District of Kentucky. I talked to the chief of the district. Art Mullen says you guys taught firearms together at Glencoe. Oh, Dan, I grew up in Kentucky. I don't want to go back there. Well, then we have a problem because you cannot, under any circumstances, stay here. Got any other skills?
Good to see you. The U.S. Attorney's trying to build this case against this guy in Harlan, and thought you might know him, Boyd Crowder. They'll come into a town like Somerset, and they'll blow up a car. And then while the cops are busy, they'll go rob a bank.
Yeah, I know. And Boyd and I dug coal together when we were 19. You're saying you're going after Boyd Crowder? What are we talking about? How serious are you?
Coffin serious. You're gonna bury him.
And you want me to help?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you just say so?
Look at you, looking like a lawman.
You think you know me?
You like to get money and blow shit up.
Well, I know you, Deputy Marshal Lennon Gibbons. You got ice cold water running through your veins. I know you like to shoot bad people. Heard about that gun thug you shot in a hotel in Miami. At any point, when you were looking at that gun thug, did you see your daddy's face? And you gave this gun thug 24 hours to get out of town. Now, was the time up when you shot him?
Pretty close.
Well, how much time do you think you got left?
You serious?
Well, if you're gonna keep after me, Raymond, then figure we may as well just get it done. What are you packing?
You'll pay to find that out.
You are a violent man, my friend. You have left a trail of dead behind you. You think about it, the life that you've led, the work that you've done. At one moment, you could be breaking into the home of a fugitive. And the very next moment, you could be facing your final judgment. Now, how do you think that you're going to fare on that glorious, glorious day, Raymond Gibbons?
Consider this, Boyd. Trail of human wreckage you've left rotting in jail cells, cold graves throughout this state, because they had the poor judgment to believe your lies and follow your tune. Well, it's high time that tune reached a shuddering crescendo.
You were going to raise that gun, and we are going to end this.